Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण dear devotees. So today is the 23rd of April. It is a Tuesday. It is Chaitra Masa or Vishnu Masa, Sukla Paksham and the Purnami Tithi. So today is the last day of the Chaitra Masa or Vishnu Masa month. So there are few events apart from this Purnami. So today it is the Lord Balarama's Rasa Yatra, an extraordinary activity. So from the Krishna book, there is one activity is there. And another event is appearance day of Sri Shyamananda Prabhuji. And then third event is appearance day of Sri uh, Vamshivardhana Thakura. And the fourth event is Sri Krishna Vasantarasa, that we see Krishna is dressed very nicely in the white dresses. That is Sri Krishna Vasantarasa. And also another event is appearance day of Sri Radha Kunda. And also today is also Hanuman Jayanti as well. So these are the few events. So just there are many events. I'm not going through each and everything. I have shared briefly the links in the WhatsApp group. So, but about the Radha Kunda, so which is the most divine, it is mentioned or glorified in the scriptures. So there is a Radha Kunda Stakam. So just would like to recite that Radha Kunda Stakam. So वृषभधनुधनाशात् नर्मधर्मोक्तिरङ्गैः निखिलनिजतनुभिद्य स्वहस्तेन पूर्णं प्रकटितमपि वृन्दारण्यराज्ञा प्रमोदैः तदिति सुरभिराधाकुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे व्रजभुवि मुरशत्रोः प्रेयसीनां निकामैः असुलभमपि तूर्णं प्रेमकल्पद्रुमन्तं जनयति हृदि भूमौ स्नातुरुच्चैः प्रियं यत् तदिति सुरभिराधाकुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे अघरिपुरपि यत्नाधत्र देव्याः प्रसाद प्रसरकुचकटाक्ष प्राप्तिकामः प्रकामम् अनुसरति यदुच्चैः स्नानसेवानुबन्धैः तदिति सुरभिराधाकुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे व्रजभुवनसुधांशोः प्रेम भूमिर्निकामं व्रजमधुरकिशोरी मौलिरत्नप्रियेव परिचितमपि नाम्ना यच्च तेनैव तस्याः तदिति सुरभिराधाकुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे अपि जनैः कश्चिद्यस्य सेवान् प्रसादैः प्रणयसुरलता स्यात् तस्य गोष्ठेन्द्रसूनोः सपदि किल मदीशादाशपुष्पप्रशस्य तदिति सुरभिराधाकुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे ततमधुरनिकुञ्जाः क्लुप्तनामानवुच्चैः निजपरिजनवर्गैः संविभिज्याश्रितास्तैः मधुकररुचरम्या यस्य राजन्ति काम्याः तदिति सुरभिराधाकुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे तत्भुवि वरवेद्यं यस्य नर्माधिहृद्यं मधुरमधुरवार्तां गोष्ठचन्द्रस्य भङ्ग्या प्रतीतुमितयेष प्राणसख्यालिभिः सा तदिति सुरभिराधाकुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे अनुदिनमतिरङ्गैः प्रेममत्तालिसङ्गैः वरसरसिगन्धैः हारिवारि प्रपूर्णे विहरति यः यस्मन् दम्पतीतौ प्रमत्तौ तदिति सुरभिराधाकुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे इति राधाकुण्डाष्टकं समाप्तम्. This is a beautiful Radha Kundastakam to glorify Radha Kundastakam. So this is the most wonderful place. It is glorified like anything. And apart from that, Hanuman Jayanti. So he is the most wonderful character. in the Ramayana, so completely devoted to Lord Ramachandra and without any uh, second thought. So he always engaged himself in the devotional service of Lord Ramachandra. And the other devotees like Shyamananda Prabhu is there, and who was blessed by Radha Rani personally. So these are the few events. So the devotees kindly go through those events. Uh, the links were shared in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so apart from that, we shall move on to Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami has been speaking to Parikshit Maharaj that one has to, if he has got desires or no desires or desire for liberation, in all times and circumstances, one has to worship Supreme Personality of Godhead. So with that one, he concluded, and then he also says how it could be possible. So it is possible only through the devotees association, that undeviated determination, unflinching determination to render devotional service to Supreme Personality of Godhead. It happens only through devotees association. एतावन्नेव यजिताम् इह निःश्रेयसोदयः भगवति अचलो भावो यद्भागवत संगतः. That is the ultimate benediction and also benefit for a conditioned souls in this material world. One has to associate desire for the Bhagavata Sangataha, Bhagavata's association. So further, Sukadeva Goswami is now concluding that after glorifying the devotees association and the worshiping of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, but any knowledge that is bringing to lotus feet of Krishna to render devotional service and which would cut the knots of material entanglement. So that is the completely, it is accepted by the all the transcendentalists, which is completely satisfied, which gives the complete satisfaction. So who else cannot be attracted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and to that knowledge, which is so beautiful? Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is concluding that conversation for the questions that Parikshit asked. So we are in the second canto, chapter number 3, verse number 12. ज्ञानं यदा प्रतिनिवृत्तगुणैर्मिचक्रम् आत्मप्रसाद उत यत्र गुणेषु असङ्गः कैवल्यसम्मतपतस्त्वत भक्तियोगः को निर्वृतो हरिकथासु रतिं न कुर्यात्. ज्ञानं यदा प्रतिनिवृत्तगुणोर्मिचक्रम्. Jnanam is the knowledge yada pratinivritta gunirmi chakram, whichever is which brings up to the limit of which would cut the knots of the material world and three material modes of nature and the birth, old age, disease, and death, that cycle. The knowledge which is going to bring one out of these things, which is Atma Prasada Vutayatra Guneshu Asangaha. That is Atma Prasada. It is complete self-satisfaction. Vutayatra Guneshu Asangaha. And also Guneshu Asangaha. It doesn't have any association with of material nature, three material modes of nature. Atma Prasada Vutayatra Guneshu Asangaha. That is the knowledge, which is transcendental knowledge. Kaivalya Sammata Patastu Ata Bhakti Yogaha. And this is Kaivalya Sammata. It is Kaivalya Sammata is that transcendentally and approved. It is approved by all the transcendentalists. Pataha, the path. Kaivalya Sammata Pataha, Atastu Bhakti Yogaha, and that is called Bhakti Yoga. That process is called Bhakti Yoga. Ko nirvito harikatasu ratim na kurya. So, uh, Kad nirvitaha, and whoever is observing in harikatasu, in the transcendental topics of the Lord. Ko nirvito harikatasu ratim na kurya. Whoever is not attracted to hear this Krishna Katha, which would give all the knowledge, which would cut the knots of this material world, and which will give complete satisfaction, which is beyond this material nature, without any material modes of nature, this goodness, passion, and ignorance, without these things, above on top of all these qualities, who will not be attracted to hear Krishna Katha? Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is concluding that conversation to with Parikshit Maharaj for that questions. This is the so two questions. One question is a duty of a person who is about to die and duty of a person who is living for the people in general. So this question is for people in the general. So that Sukadeva Goswami has answered about the desires and whom to worship. And now, ultimately, Supreme Personality of Godhead to be worshipped. How it is possible? Only through the devotees' association and all the knowledge to bring to the point of that Bhakti Yoga. It is giving complete satisfaction and transcendental. Who will not be attracted to it? So, those two questions he has answered so far. So likewise, ज्ञानं यदा प्रतिनिवृत्तगुणोर्मिचक्रम् आत्मप्रसाद उतयत्र गुणेषु असङ्गः कैवल्यसम्मतपतस्तु अथ भक्तियोगः को निरुतो हरिकथासु रतिं न कुर्यात्. So translation for this verse. Transcendental knowledge in relation with the Supreme Lord Hari is knowledge resulting in the complete suspension of the waves and whirlpools of the material modes. Such knowledge is self-satisfying due to its being free from material attachment. And being transcendental, it is approved by authorities. Who could fail to be attracted? And purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Jahna Kanya Mataji to read the purport?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I'll try because my voice is still a bit shaky. Hare Bol.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've got a phone, so it would be a bit of a struggle. Hare Krishna. According to Bhagavad Gita 10.9, the characteristics of pure devotees are wonderful. The complete functional activities of a pure devotee are always engaged in the service of the Lord, and thus the pure devotees exchange feeling of ecstasy between themselves and relish transcendental bliss. This transcendental bliss is experienced even in the stage of devotional practice, sadhana avashta. If properly undertaken under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, and in the mature stage, the development transcendental feeling culminates in realization of the particular relationship with the Lord, by which a living entity is originally constituted up to the relationship of conjugal love, and the Lord, which is estimated to be the highest transcendental bliss. Thus, Bhakti Yoga, being the only means of God realization, is called Kaivalya. Srila Jiva Goswami quotes the Vedic version. Teko Narayana Devaha Paravaranam Parata Date Kartvilya Samnitaha. In this connection, and establishes that Narayana, the personality of Godhead, is known to Kaivalya, and the means by which enables one to approach the Lord is called the Kaivalya Parata or Panta, or the only means of attachment of Godhead. This Kaivalya Partha begins from Shravana, or hearing those topics which that relate to the personality of Godhead. And the natural consequence of hearing such Hari Katha is attainment of transcendental knowledge, which causes detachment from all mundane topics for which a devotee has no taste at all, or a devotee, all mundane activities, social and political, become unattractive. And in the mature state, such a devotee becomes uninterested even in his own body. And what to speak of bodily relatives in such a state of affairs? One is not agitated by the waves of the material modes. There are different modes of material nature, and material nature. Where am I? Sorry, I've lost it. There are different modes of material nature, and all mundane functions in which a common man is very much interested, or in which he takes part because become unattractive for the devotee. This state of affairs is described herein as Pratinivrata Gunurmi, and it is possible by Atma Prasada, or complete self-satisfaction without any material connection. The first-class devotee of the Lord attained this stage by devotional service, but despite his loftiness for the Lord's satisfaction, he may play the voluntary part of a preacher of the Lord's glory and dovetail all into devotional service. Even mundane interests, such just to give the neophytes a chance to transfer mundane interest into transcendental bliss. Srila Rupa Goswami has described this action of a pure devotee as nirbandha, Krishna sambandhi yuktam vairagyam uchate. Even mundane activities dovetailed with service to the Lord are also calculated to be transcendental or approved Kaivalya affairs. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Sorry
Krishna.
about that, Krishna. Probably I couldn't see it very well. Hare Bol.
Thank you, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Ki jai.
So here in this purport, so the knowledge which is bringing one to the transcendental platform, it is which is jnanam yada pratinivritta gunormi chakram, which would cut the knots of this birth, old age, disease, and death, which give complete satisfaction. Prabhupada brings from Srimad Bhagavatam.2.3.12 this Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Katayantasya Mam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. They are always engage in Ramanti Cha, Tushyanti, the very complete satisfaction. Matchitta Madgata Prana, That is, they keep all their life and soul only in me. That is Krishna's statement. That is, the devotees, they're always experiencing that stage of blissfulness, transcendental bliss, relish that bliss. And then further, Prabhupada is bringing, it could happen under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. That is the sadhana avastha. So whenever he is practicing all this devotional service, he experiences. And then Prabhupada further giving from Jiva Goswami's statement, Eko Narayana Devaha Paravaranam Parama Aste Kaivalya Samjitaha. So that is the path which is towards Lord Narayana. That is the Kaivalya path. So here as it is mentioned in the Kaivalya Samata Pataha Atastu Bhakti Yogaha, which brings only to the Narayana, that is called Bhakti Yoga, or the Kaivalya Panta. So that starts from the Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Achanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. Out of those things, the Shravanam is the beginning. And Harikatha is the attainment of the transcendental knowledge to hearing such Harikatha. So that is Harikathasu Katim na Kuryat, whoever is not attracted to Harikatha. And then further, people in this material world, they will have got so many things. It is, yes, asat kataha, yes, asat kata, yes, shuranutam asat gataha, the purishimiva vidbujaha. So here, that is, Kapil Bhagavan mentions that which is not Krishna Katha, it is a stool. People who are deciding to hear such topics, they're actually eating the stool. That Kapil Bhagavan says, Purishimiva vidbujaha. So, and then further, Prabhupada is mentioning the devotee's symptoms. He is uninterested even in his own body. What to speak of relatives? Yadadrusya dehasya. This is mohad, complete illusion, which is relating to the body. So here, devotee, he doesn't worry about anything related to that bodily relations and even his own body. And then Pratinivritta Gunormi, this is the transcending to the material world. Pratinivritta Gunormi and Atma Prasada, self-satisfaction. And then even sometimes neophytes are also, they are trying to imitate the dancing and chanting. Even that will also be bona fide. So Prabhupada is mentioning here, any mundane activities dovetail with service to Lord are also calculated to be transcendental or approved by Kaivalya affairs. So today they are imitating or just dovetailing, but later on, if it continues like that, they will become pure devotees of the Lord in the future. So that is anything which is dovetailing in the relationship with devotional service, which brings to the lotus feet of Krishna. That is Kaivalya Sammata Patastu Ata Bhakti Yogaha. And everything Nirbandha Krishna Sambandha Yuktam Vairagyamuchyate. That is statement by Rupa Goswami. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami saying to Parikshit. ज्ञानं यदा प्रतिनिवृत्त गुणोर्मि चक्रम आत्मप्रसाद उतयत्र गुणेषु असंगः कैवल्य सम्मत पतस्तु अत भक्ति योगः को निरुतो हरिकथासु रतिनु न कुर्यात्. Who will not be attracted to hear that kind of Krishna Katha. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami mentioned to Parikshit. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Here we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is a letter to Bhagavan. February 8, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request Malati Mataji to read this letter?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My dear Bhagavan Das, please accept my blessing. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 5 February 1970, and as advised by you, I am sending here with the tape 14. Please transcribe it nicely, edit it, and send one copy to me and the other to Satsvarupa. The tapes, after being transcribed, must be sent to me directly, otherwise, I will be short of the stock of tapes. Sriman Gurs Harrison has certainly done an unique service by contributing 1900 for publishing by Krishna book. Mm, 19,000 for publishing by Krishna book. When I was in London, he saw me 4 times, and he was very submissive and devout, and he was not at all proud of his very well-to-do material position. He has a reputation as a first-class musician, and he is considered to be a rich, or as they say, one of the richest men in the world. Still, he was not at all puffed up, but was humble, meek, polite, and devout. So, all these qualities at his service to Krishna will certainly help him in his advancement of Krishna consciousness. Thus, I see that although he is not an initiated disciple, still he has been trying to help us in so many ways. This change of his heart has been possibly by the individuals Syama Sundar tried to win his friendship by all means, and the result obtained therefore we offer to Krishna. In the London temple, the first class Italian marble throne worth about 3,000 was also contributed by George through the service of Syama Sundar. So actually George's leaning towards Krishna consciousness has been greatly influenced by Syamasundar in where Srimad Bhagavatam recommended that we shall employ our life, money, intelligence, and words for the service of the Lord. So Syama Sundar employed his intelligence to bring George Harrison into the service of Krishna consciousness, and thus George's money has been employed in the Krishna service. This is the whole process of Krishna consciousness. First of all, one soul dedicated his life for Krishna service. That is very nice. If he cannot dedicate his whole life, then let him devote his money. If he cannot devote his money, then let him devote his intelligence. And if he cannot devote his intelligence, also then let him devote his voice in Krishna consciousness by uttering Hare Krishna mantra. Therefore, the Hare Krishna mantra is the greatest common factor for self realization. Please preach this philosophy wholehearted, and Krishna will be very much pleased upon you. The court case is very humorous, happy, and authentic. The charge was chanting God's name for the welfare of mankind. So, what can be the charge? If a man is chanting God's name for the welfare of mankind, how the learned judge can convict him with any charge? So, he has done real justice by dismissing the case. This will be great evidence of our sincere activities, and you can send copies to all the center as well as to the editor of BTG for immediate printing. The copy which you have sent me, I have redirected to India to the editor of Kalyana, a very influential religious paper. Perhaps you know the Gita Press, so you can send me also a few copies more. This charge against Hare Krishna chanting is not very new. Even during Lord Chaitanya days, similar charge was brought against him by the Chand Kaji, who later on converted to become his devotee. So chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra sincerely and seriously, and Krishna will give you all protection. The house in the contemplate appears to be very nice and within our means, so please try to get it as early as possible. I'm very glad that you have sent Jagadisha and his good wife to Toronto to help start a temple there. By the prayers of all my beloved devotees like you, I'm keeping good health, and I hope this will also meet you in cheerful health in Krishna consciousness. Yar ever will is the Ishi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter?
Prabhuji, I think when devotees are so clever, to help non-devotee to become in a devotional service. Like at the Sam Sundar Prabhuji also did like that. First of all, he involved George Harrison to donate money for the temple. He did not directly press him to become a devotee, but he started him from donation, giving the donation for the temple. That after slowly, George Harrison also became a devotee, and here Prabhupada also told that we can involve in a devotional service by in a different way, and by we can uh, um, uh, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, that Prabhupada told that we can service to God by giving our life, money, intelligence, or a word to the Lord. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry if I made a mistake.
Thank you, Mataji. You are explaining very nicely, beautifully. Thank you so much. Any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add?
Hare Krishna, yes, just a little addition, Prabhu, about his disposition, how humble he was, although he was so rich. He presented a mild, meek, and humble self, and that this is the qualities of a pure devotee. Although he's not one, it doesn't matter. He is a real, genuine, good, devotee, in a sense that he is the qualities that we look for in devotees and Vaishnavas, and it's a really beautiful position to be in. And this is kind of encouraged throughout the letter, which is nice. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely brought out those points. Hemlata Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Yeah, apart from glorifying George Harrison, Srila Prabhupada has again and again he has said that chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the ultimate protection. We should not be scared of any court case or any other problems come in our life. So we should surrender and trust him completely. That's I understood. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautiful point. Any other additions, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So chanting of God's name for the welfare of mankind. So there should not be any, even though they are just appearing tricks of Maya. But one has to be completely surrendering, so which is the common factor, chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But it comes through with attentive, the Bhagavan Shabda Gocharaha, where Lord Krishna in the sound form. In this material world, he can be understood only through the sound vibrations. Okay, so we have to chant with attentive mind and as much as possible. At least Prabhupada in the previous letters, one allocated hour completely. You chant that way. So all impediments will be going out in your path so that you can make your devotional service nicely. That is from this Prabhupada's letter. Thank you so much, Mataji. So it is very beautiful letter. And from the announcement point of view, so today evening we have got a preaching practice session with Gauringi Mataji at 8 p.m. And tomorrow our Kirtana at 8:30 p.m. So Sridhar Govindas Prabhuji is not available, so I request any devotees to lead Kirtana tomorrow evening at 8:30 p.m. Any volunteers? This session will be opened, so but anyway, it will continue tomorrow. But I need volunteers to sing and start this bhajan and kirtan. Okay, so if no, you can also let me know later on.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Devanshi Prabhu and his wife did a brilliant job last time standing in. So
Yeah.
I wondered if they can be asked, maybe.
Yes, Mataji. So anyway, session will be open. I'll open that session, but I need volunteers to sing and do kirtan and participate and relate.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to attend, Prabhu, and yeah, I would like to participate if I'm able to with my voice. But it'd be nice, yeah. It'd be nice when everybody tried, well, as many people as possible tried to make an effort, because it's a lovely group, really, to top up all the things that we do. It's a cherry on the cake, the sangha, the kirtan sangha.
Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. So beautiful. Okay, that is from the updates perspective, and I don't have any further updates, dear devotees. If you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness or you wanted to ask anything, kindly share. Okay, so if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
Vaishnavedyo
नमो
Namo
नमः।
Namaha.
अनन्तकोटि
Nantakoti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Vaita Gadadha Asihita. Jai